Hey friends, welcome back. Today we're gonna stitch this baby's breath together, and these are probably the tiniest little lazy daisy stitches you will ever make in your life. But first we're gonna start off with the stem. So I've got a size 5 rotary needle with 2 strands of this dark green thread, and I'm using a split stitch on the longer ends of the stem. For the shorter ends that are attached to all the little flowers, I'm just going to be using a back stitch. So you can alternate between either one, it doesn't really matter. Most of this is going to be covered up by the flowers anyway. We just want to make sure we get our bases covered and make sure all the stems are filled in before we start on the little flowers. Now I'm just grabbing 2 strands of this white thread, and I'm going to use this tallest needle, which is a size 5 rotary needle. It's still pretty small, it's got a small eye, but it's taller than the other small needles in this rotary pack, and that will help us a little bit to catch the loops of the lazy daisy stitch. You can also use a size 10 rotary needle, but using a shorter needle will make it a little bit more difficult. So in my experience, I've just found this to be easier. So each little flower I'm going in and filling it in like I would a normal lazy daisy stitch. If you don't know what kind of stitch that is, or you don't have experience with it, I will link the stitch video I have above here so you can watch my tutorial on how to do that if you want to go ahead and practice before you start on your baby's breath. It is a little bit easier if you've never done these to make them bigger. So go ahead and practice on something a little bit bigger before you start this if it makes you more comfortable. But this is all we're going to be doing to fill in the rest of this baby's breath, just using those 2 strands with our size 5 rotary needle. And then sometimes I like to fill in the center of the lazy daisy stitches with a straight stitch, just because there is a little bit of a space that it leaves, but you don't have to do that. It's just what I like to do. And once you've done the tedious job of filling in all your lazy daisies, you should have something looking like this. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you again next time.